I got tired of driving up and down the highways, you know, and Route 6, they call it a scenic byway, and to me all it was a bunch of old fields that had grown up into brush. A best friend of mine, Dan Shields, and I decided one day we were going to make a difference. So we started little by little bringing all these farms back into production in McKean and Elk County. We're up to about 500 acres now. We feel good about what we're doing. We're promoting agriculture again, which I feel, and I think we all can agree it's needed.
We have the resources, even in McKean County, which I think is our most forested county in Pennsylvania,
Yep.
to grow some agricultural crops and add to the local economy.
We're growing a variety of crops. We're growing vegetable crops. We grew green beans this year. Growing grain crops and some specialty grains for distilleries, as well as some specialty crops for wildlife. To our company's diversified, basically we have a division that's growing for wildlife, and we have a line of wildlife products where we have good wholesome grains that we're growing up in the Allegheny wilds up in McKean and Elk County, Pennsylvania, and it's a unique climate up there, a little bit different than anywhere else in the country, I'd have to say. They call it the ice box of Pennsylvania. You know, we have a lot less disease, a lot less insect problems. Those cold, bitter cold below zero days that we get suppress, I think, disease and insects, which inevitably lets us have the freedom to not have to use pesticides. What I did with that special German rye was I replanted it. I rolled the dice, and I took a seed from Germany, literally, that you and I connected with this German agronomist. He depicted that rye as the ultimate rye for distilling in Europe, you know. So I took that grain, and through our field trial together, we planted it, and we harvested it, we cleaned it, and we rolled the dice and replanted it. We didn't treat it. There was no chemicals on it. There was nothing. We sowed it back into the ground, and it germinated. So we're going to have a pretty cool and unique product come this fall. We're all about promoting PA agriculture, and our goal is to grow specialty crops for distillers and specialty crops for wildlife. We're specializing in specialty growing for different wildlife needs as well as different distillers' needs, you know, and that starts with really tweaking our soil. This is our 5th year of actually production in the fields, and we finally got the soils to the point where we're confident in them. And you'll find that certain fields grow crops better than others when you look at soil structure, because let's face it, a crop is only as good as the soil that it's grown in.
There's a craft to growing high quality grain for these distilling industries.
That's the thing with corn. You know, distillers that want to distill with corn, you need high test weight corn. You need good, clean corn. You know, corn that doesn't have a lot of chemical integrated in it. We've gone through our fields, and we find the better plots, the better sections of fields. We harvest them for these distilleries. You know, we're going through and custom sorting. We're not just going through a field and just harvesting the field and putting it into a bin and saying, here you go, distill it. It doesn't work that way. Distillers use that. They get a higher alcohol content. It's all about how much alcohol they can get out of that product. It's all about yield.
Now somebody can drink vodka that's made from grain grown right in McKean County. You know, and it doesn't have to be imported all the way across the world.
And we're not buying this stuff. You know, we're not buying this stuff from all over the country. We're using our local resources. We're growers. You know, we're the growers. We're the researchers. We're the processors. You know, so our quality control is I feel, you know, unparalleled.